I wanted to check back in with a few things that I've learned this afternoon, confirmed a few things, and I have some pricing information I wanted to share. As usual, let's take a look. All right, first of all, these pictures are from Robert Simmons' Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle video. So as we know in the video, there were two YouTubers at the end that were given an opportunity to see the bikes early, and they've released videos, each of them, that are frankly a little more informative than the Harley ones. So we have Cycle Fanatics and Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. I grabbed these from Robert Simmons, so thank you, sir. I hope you're okay with it. So first shot here, we clearly know it is a radiated liquid-cooled device, but I will say they did a great job of hiding that radiator. So it's that column that we saw in the pictures on the right is where the radiator fluid goes. So it's a twin cooled. It cools just the top of the heads. And then there's a small reservoir, as we discovered, underneath the fairing, or right below the fairing. So liquid cooled, not sure how I feel about that. You know it was coming. At least they did a great job of implementing it. And it's been tried and true, really. It's been on the Ultra Limited for a few years now. So maybe it's time to be okay with it. All right, next thing I've confirmed. Turn signals are left and right on the left control and the right control cluster. So the right turn signal is on the right-hand side. You can see we got the buttons are really high quality, and looking at it in the real shots here, it's not too overwhelming. It is the two joysticks, but it adds a cluster of buttons around the joystick that I think is kind of adds to the number of buttons that looked a bit odd at first. But you can see high quality controls. I think you get used to it pretty fast. All right. Remember I made the comment, wouldn't it be nice to be able to open your garage door? The infotainment actually includes HomeLink. So you can program, I would bet, 3 buttons or 3 garage doors as they show here. So if you lived in a gated community, of which I don't, but you could have the gate and then your garage door. But if you've got a 3-car garage with 2 doors, you could open either door. Boy, that is a neat feature. So that's where technology in a Harley Davidson adds some real function and value. So okay with that. All right, I want to show this shot too from Robert's video. The Street Glide, we know does not have the 2 cubbies on the right and left. So it's actually a slide out tray. So they push the button and the whole tray slides out. And there's quite a bit of space in there, especially if you watch his video. Wow, that's really cool, right? That's a big bonus there for space, and a large phone storage, not a problem anymore, because frankly with the Street Glide, it can't hold any iPhone anymore unless you find an iPhone mini. So that's a win. All right, let's talk about pricing. Okay, so this is Harley Davidson's own website. So $42,999 for the silver color, $48,999 for the orange and raven color. I think that's a crazy amount of money for paint, but I get it's expensive and they are basically hand painted, right? So that's a $6,000 difference. That's a significant investment for paint. So I'm not sure there. It certainly took me by surprise when I recorded the video this morning. I think you noticed that. So that's something really to think about. So if we look at the totals, it's $48,999 for the orange, $850 for freight, $1,200 surcharge, whatever that is, crazy. So that's $51,049 on Harley Davidson website. You still have tax and registration, all that good stuff. So, you're in the mid 50s. So I did work with my dealer today, and they gave me some initial numbers, and I wanted to share those with you. All right, so from the dealer, I'm actually getting $51,999 for the orange paint. I'm getting $1,350 for freight, $1,599 dealer prep, and then something $599 for theft. Is that insurance that the dealer pays if it gets stolen? I'm not sure. So that puts us at $53,747. So that means it's a $2,698 difference from the Harley Davidson price. at least on the website, right? So is that markup? Is that just what dealers are having to pay? So they're charging everyone that. Is that comparable with dealers across the country? So I found that interesting. It certainly puts the price of the orange in really at the limit of my reach. So he did give me the option to change to the silver color. I am not a fan of the silver color. It's just not my color, but I do like the black chrome exhaust on it. I'm going to have to do a little pondering overnight and see what I come up with. But that's where we're at this afternoon. I wanted to hop on really quickly and share what I learned. I'll continue to do this as we learn anything more, and I'll keep you up to date here in the Friction Zone.